Hello. I'm live. I'm alive. Welcome to PCT is Extreme. I am extreme, so I live up to my name today. First of all, I really feel like, hi Mary Jean. I feel like I'm good, but I'm just really bothered about the Richard Allen verdict. I really am. I know Leanie's relieved and ecstatic, but I just, there's just too much. And I'm not the only one that feels this way. Hundreds of people in Court TV. Hi, Freeside. In Court TV chat. Didn't really agree with it, Yeah. Necessarily think he's guilty, half did, half didn't type thing. Yeah. I just don't think it's right. He didn't match, right? He didn't match the, he matched the description, but not the height and all that. And it was televised, Mary Jane. Hi, Lindsay Lay or Lee was not. That was not televised, no. The verdict was read on the outside of, out of the courthouse, which is, I didn't see it. Hi, Ann P. How are you? Yes, just, and, yeah, they should have televised it. I thought, we would see it literally televised. But, we got the verdict, and I heard today that the families, the judge forbid cameras. Yeah, it was very sketchy from the very beginning. It was, Lindsay Lay. And then also, they talked a lot about there were no priors of anything. And for him, for this Allen guy. And, nothing. No, looking on certain sites, young women or anything. Not understanding why he just belted out years ago. I believe Vinnie Politan said within months of the girls being found that he was there. Why would someone do that? I just don't get it. Yeah. He has been held a maximum, yes, solitary, before he was convicted. Yep. I knew. What shoes are you wearing? None today. Socks. Wait, where are they? There they are. They're a little dirty because I run around the house in them. Greetings from Gary, Sardinia. That's really neat. Hi, welcome. Please hit the like and please subscribe to me if you're willing to. Oh, there it is. So I'm gonna put on the pop. There's the pop. Blush is kind of nice. Maybe we'll leave it on. I don't know. It's kind of faded out. That's Beam. For everyone, it's a filter all the time. That's no filter. But these are kind of fun. That's too bright. There's Glow. Please, 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 one time. Jeez. Crush is kind of dark. Pop. I guess leave it on pop. Anyway, I'm just bothered by it. I'm just really bothered by it. And Richard Allen's poor daughter. there was so much reasonable doubt, wasn't there? Well, hi. I got all three kittens in here right now. Hi, Daniel, or Dale Daniel. Oh, there's Kitty up on top of my. What you doing? That's Tulips. Tulip. They're doing great. There's Sunshine. Let them all in here a little bit. So yeah. Do what? Oh, you're saying to him what? I think he wants me to show my sock again. Okay, that's it. No more asking. Anyway, I think the whole thing's a travesty. You know, I want those girls to get justice, but the thing is, like, even if he was involved or coerced him down the hill and maybe he didn't do it, I don't know. I definitely think there's a lot more people culpable for all this rigmarole. I really do. It's just not right. I don't feel good about it. Okay, so Tina, you can paid for them feet. You're funny. Hi, Furious Redeem. Okay, guys, so this is literally, I'm going to title my live when I'm done. It's called Fetal Abductions / good grief, Caesarean Kidnappings. Tell you what, no, don't do that. There's quite a darn few. There's a lot, frankly, dating back to the 1980s. And my channel is PCT is Extreme, so I'm going to keep it that way. No, okay? So the fetal abduction basic. Oh, well, thank you, Pickles. I look like your lesbian neighbor. Oh my God, guys. Been called lots of things, but never that. No, I mean, not that that's a real bad thing, right? Let me move this up a little closer. Yeah, you know, it's just, you know, and all I told my daughter was, because she's 20, I said, if you ever get pregnant, don't just meet up with someone that says they're going to give you clothes or a play date at their house or even says they're pregnant right along with you. Don't do it. Don't go to their house. You know, I'm feeling, definitely in my 30s, I would have fallen for something like that if I was on the internet. I wasn't at all. Oh, wonderful. Is it really glitching? I thought I had better sound on here. It's glitching, huh? All right. Well, I'm gonna just reboot. Okay, you guys? And I'll be right back. We'll see if that helps. Okay, I'm not sure. That's why I'm asking the other watchers. I'm also stuck on Top Chat. Oh, what happened? Tulip is on top, and I have a little thing that's, yeah. How is it now? You're stuck on Top Chat? Oh, back, cool. How's the volume? Happy birthday. I'm not a grandma. Were you talking to someone in chat? My kids don't have kids. So I'm not a grandma. Not yet. Maybe someday I'll be able to be a grandma. Dixie Normus? Balls, angle, and tiles. Volume's good? Sound is good? Yay! Alright, you guys, so let's get into this. Do not, ladies, get pregnant and just trust people on the internet. It actually was on a rise in the U.S., these incidences, in 2015. I've been doing my research. I've been taking notes. I've been figuring out what I want to read and show first. Hi, Maestro and Testo. So, fetal abduction or Caesarean kidnappings. Fetal abduction refers to the rare crime of child abduction, kidnapping of an at-term pregnant woman. An extraction of her fetus through a crude cesarean section. Dr. Michael H. Stone and Dr. Gary Botto have alternatively referred to this crime as fetus snatching. In the small number of reported cases, a few pregnant victims and about half of their fetuses survived the assault and non-medically performed cesarean. See, a small number of these attempts is where the woman or the baby or both don't pass. Fetal abduction does not refer to medically induced labor or obstetrical extraction. The definition of the subject does not include compulsory cesarean sections. Can't believe I got her that good. I don't mind showing my socks. What's the big deal? Hi, Tattooed Rebel. Hi. Thanks for saying hello. Fetal. Oh, I already read that. Fetal abductions typically start with the lie that the perpetrator is pregnant and often coincide with a fear of losing a romantic partner. Hi, Sister Callie. Hey, Sister Callie made it through the Callie fire. I'm not kidding. I was worried. When you told me you were 7 miles from, oh my gosh, where were you now? Oh, I'm ready to say Yucatan Valley, and it's not that. Start with V, the letter V. Anyway, I was just sick because for days the fires weren't contained. 5 and 7%. Yeah, for the firemen in our area, it's 1% contained now. 20,600 acres burned in Ventura. That's it, Ventura. That's awful. MJ Doe Tattooed Rebel join forces. Mary Jane Doe. That's on purpose because my daughter or my son had a question. Okay, I'm back. She's muted. She'll be right back. Okay, so that's what they, right? Oh, honey, I'm pregnant. You know, will you love me and stay with me and blah, 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 whatever they say. And then they're not. Some of them are, right? And they lose the baby or have a miscarriage and they don't tell their partner, their husband. It's sick, you guys. This is really sick. So tell your daughters your grandkids when they're, a little older. Tell your, sisters. Tell people this is a real problem. Women are freaking nuts. Okay, then the trader, MURDERSs. I don't know if I can say that word. A pregnant woman to claim the fetus as her own, as a stillborn baby, or if the fetus survives as a newborn child. Oh my goodness gracious. Smash that like. Yeah, thank you. You're new here. You're new again, ADHD. How come you're always new? That's funny. Oh, Lord. Okay. So, abductor profile. Oh, I'm so glad you're okay, Sister Kelly. Wait, I didn't even ask you more. Did you lose your home? Did you have to get in a vehicle and pass flames? That must have been really scary. And while you're typing that and putting it in, I'll read abductor profile for this Caesarean kidnapping, flippin' fetal abductions. Our home is safe. My mom's friend lost her home. It was on the front page of the LA Times. Wow. Wow. I mean, it's not even contained yet. I thought, well, obviously, I looked lately because I haven't seen it blasted all over the news like there's a big problem anymore. So I kind of almost thought it was contained by now. Hi, Shirley. Hi. Thanks for being here. My top is, it's extreme. Just like my name, Fetal Abductions today. Thanks, ADHD. I'm calling you ADHD. It's AHDH. Did I just see that? No, ADHD. Oh, I feel like I'm having ADHD right now, along with dyslexia. What's wrong? Eyesight. Anyway, fetal abductions / Caesarean kidnappings, and I didn't even know these were like the names for it. I thought the name was just crazy woman wants baby, and yeah, crazy woman wants baby and will go to any length to get it, or something like that. So the abductor profile, and this isn't 1, 2, 4, 6, okay? This is 14 known attempts in the U.S., okay, in the past. Well, I have a list of them, and I'm going to read them and read the years. You guys will be astounded, counting the ones in Brazil, Mexico, and now I can't remember where else. Parker, please.
Do you have a Gatorade or something?
Haven't you had one?
Do you have other than berry?
Yeah, I have a white blue one left till we get to the store.
I'll have a white one.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Okay, no more interruptions. Do you promise me?
Yeah, I know.
Shoot, I warmed up.
So I wrapped in a paper towel.
Yeah, and then 2 minutes.
Do you fold the flaps over too?
I do. Yeah. I wanted my coffee, you guys. So, be right back, okay? Okay, kitties, don't knocking down my stuff. babies? Why are your babies in here? Why? Oh gosh, you guys. I ran out of creamer. Boy, is this a darkish coffee. But I made some powdered milk, which I know a lot of people hate. But when you drink 1% or even fat-free, you get so used to that stuff. Okay. So. No, can't. I know. And we bought Snickers creamer a couple weeks ago. I gotta tell you, that's really good. I mean, you know, we knew it would be, but it really is. It's got a little bit of a peanutty flavor and all that chocolate. All right, you guys. Fetal abduction is mostly perpetrated by women, usually after organized planning. Oh, yeah. Did I get... No, we didn't get Kit Kat yet. I got marshmallow cocoa once. I like pumpkin. Pumpkin's good. Pumpkin spice. Hi, Turtle Talk. Thanks for being here again. Will you guys hit the like for me? I haven't reached 100 in like weeks. But I am getting subs. And they've got to be like from other countries or something because I've been on this YouTube video more than StreamYard. Okay, so this is the abductor profile. Turtle Talk, I'm talking about brown butter chocolate chip cookie. Oh my gosh, it sounds really good. Okay, I haven't seen that here. I'm new, just hit the like. You're funny, ADHD. I'm talking about fetal abductions / Caesarean kidnappings, and there aren't just a few. There are many. Wow. Boy, that sounds really good. You know what they should make? That ice cream that my mom likes. Praline. Like the butternut. The butternut praline ice cream with the praline cookies and the butternut. Wouldn't that be a good creamer? Scary makes me scared for my daughter. Well, tell her. Just tell her. Like, I'm not trying to scare you, but if she's pregnant now, please tell her. Because I don't know. I would just rather scare my daughter a little bit and be a little more untrusting of the world. I would. Than not say anything about this, and God forbid, right? Whether I'm not around and she has a baby or, you know. I mean, I plan on it. Plan on being around for a long time. Okay, so the abductor may befriend the pregnant victim. In some cases, the abductor impersonates a pregnant woman and later puerperal mother, Puerperal mother, using weight gain and a prosthesis, take a pregnancy and cutting of the reproductive organs to replicate injuries gained during birth. Some of us then take the neonate to a hospital. Okay. Many times the abductor fakes a pregnancy. It is time to deliver the baby. Must abduct someone else's child. Criminal motives include delusions of fulfillment in a relationship, childbearing, and childbirth. Venkatesranagarkoil. Wow, that's quite the name. Are you Dutch? Are you Norwegian? Are you maybe even Vander? Wait, what was that name? Read it again. Venkatesroren. No, it's nothing like that. It's probably an Indianish name, right? Like, maybe not. All right. Okay, statistics, you guys. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children recorded 18 cases of fetal abductions in the U.S. between 1983. Finnish, I think. Is that Finland? Is Finnish Finland? Oh, I gotta turn this bright light down. I just cannot stand it. It's like giving me a head. But then by going to settings, am I gonna lose this? Ugh. Well, oh. Optimize brightness level for available light. What? Okay, I just... Hi, Tina. Drop by to say hi before you go to sleep. It's very late here. We're celebrating your birthday on the 11th. Oh, happy birthday, Harvey. Thanks for saying hello. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Happy birthday to you. Well, it's only 6 here, but it's nighttime there. So yeah, happy birthday today. Which was yesterday. Or something like that. Because I know in the UK, it's 8 hours later or something where you are. So that means it's 5:43 in the morning? No, that's 1 in the morning. Oh, it's almost 6. 2 in the morning. You're funny, ADHD. Nearly 2 a.m.? Okay, 9 hours later in your neck of the UK. Because Maria G is 8 hours, I thought. Okay, kitties, do not knock that fake palm tree thing down. All right, you guys. So, oh dear. Okay, I gotta find my stuff now. Ugh. Which really should only take a minute. Okay. And yes, here we are. All right, you guys. Only one time zone for the whole of the UK. Okay, well that makes sense. Didn't know that. Learn something new every day. Yes, I do. Oh. Yeah. Okay, so the abductor profile, I just read the statistics, you guys. There are recorded 18 cases of fetal abductions in the U.S. between 1983 and between 1983 and 2015, which represented 6% of the 302 recorded cases of infant abduction. See? 300 around what? The whole world? Is that what that means? Okay. List of reported cases and attempts. Out of the 25 documented cases of fetal abduction, excluding attempts, there have been 4 instances where the mother survived and 13 where the fetus survived. This list distinguishes actual abductions from attempted abductions An attempt can involve severe harm inflicted on both the mother and fetus, but it does not result in the mother's MURDER of the extraction of the fetus. I'm not transgender, you silly goof. Just because my hair is used to be long and red and feathered, and I hadn't had it short in a while, and it was a little short right under my ears. And now, but now look at all the hair I have. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thanks for deleting that. The vile, mean ones, go ahead and delete. Don't block the person, though. All right, check through, and if it's too much, then I'll block. Okay, then. Fetal abduction cases. Here we go, you guys. I'm just going to read them. Ready? In 1987, in Albuquerque, New Mexico, 23-year-old Cindy Ray was months pregnant when she was kidnapped at Kirtland Air Force Base outside a prenatal clinic. Darcy Pierce was 19 years old when she... Oh, someone put in chat trigger warning for me. When she strangled the pregnant woman to death. She used her car keys. What? Okay, I gotta make sure there's trigger warning in there. Okay, this is just beyond grotesque. Thank you, ADHD. Okay, now this is the first time I've read this part of the Wikipedia. Okay, I read the beginning and I was like, I think I'll explain what it's about first, right? You guys, this freaking nutcase used her car keys to open this 23-year-old, 8-month pregnant woman's womb. Fair use, thank you. Snatching the unharmed fetus, Amelia Monick survived, and Pierce was sentenced to 30 years to live for her crime. Good. I hope she gets no parole. That's 1987. Now that's their thing. Remember that Elizabeth Montgomery, who I'll be reading about her a little later? Okay, that was it in the 90s? Early 2000s. Yeah, no, it was in the 2000s. Honestly, like, I knew there had to have been a few before that somewhere, right? I doubt she's the very first person. But I had no clue, you guys, that this dated back to 1987. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I'm not saying, like, weren't crazy in the 80s. God knows I was, especially partied. Go to bed, Susie, you're drunk. That's not nice, troll. All right, so this is what's happened. Whoever took away that person's comment, they've come back in now as troll. This is what I think. And he's saying Susie, but I thought it was Sister Callie. At least it's in the name. Oh. You guys happy you're hanging out in here? I got sunshine here, tulip here, and right here. Okay. Good grief, you guys. Next one, 1995. In Illinois, 28-year-old Deborah Evans was MURDED. I don't know if I can say that on here, so I've always tried to spell it. In her apartment, Jacqueline Annette Williams, 28, and her boyfriend, Fidel Caffey, 22. I got sunshine on a cloudy day. Oh, that was flat. I got sunshine. Wait, how does it go? I got sunshine on a cloudy day. On a cloudy day. All right, whatever. And her cousin, Laverne Ward, 24, into this woman's home and pew-pewed her in the head. Ward, okay, remember, I haven't read these stories. Ward, her ex-boyfriend of Evans, this woman. Wow. Her cousin? Hold on. Deborah Evans, Jacqueline Annette Williams, and her boyfriend Fidel, and her cousin, all right, Annette Williams' cousin, Lavard, which was the ex-boyfriend of this Deborah Evans. She had 3 children and was pregnant with a 4th. I'll just say killings. I think I'm allowed to say that. The killings then proceeded to, the killers then proceeded to cut through her womb with scissors and remove the fetus. Oh my God. During the break-in, Evans' 10-year-old Samantha, what? Was STABBED'd in her sleep. Her other 2 children, 7-year-old Joshua and 2-year-old Jordan, were kidnapped along with the fetus. Joshua, oh my God, the 7-year-old was dead in an alleyway the next day. The 3 killers were caught with the surviving boy, which would be the 2-year-old Jordan, and the fetus, later named Elijah, and sentenced to life in prison. Oh, assuming all 3 were sentenced to life. Yeah. Well, I'm living up to my name, aren't I? PCT is extreme. In 1996, okay, that's that one. A year later, in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Okay, so first in 87 was New Mexico, 1995 is Illinois, 1996 is Alabama. 17-year-old Caesarean Curie. What did he name? Carathea or Carathea? It's Caretha. Or it could be Carathea. Wow. But anyway, she was murdered by her friend, 29-year-old Felicia Scott. Caesarean Curie was abducted by her friend on a night out. She was found 3 months later. Is there trigger warning? I don't know how many times I have to put it in chat. Can you guys put it in again? Maybe put it in every half hour even, and then I don't need to pin it up. She was stuffed in a garbage can at the bottom of a 50-foot ravine with several pew-pew wounds to the head. Her sliced open. Thank you, Mary Jane. The baby girl Carrie was carrying survived, and Scott was jailed for life. Oh, golly, you guys. Crap. Okay, there. 2 years later, 1998. This is in California, Fresno, California. Okay, why? Okay, Margarita Flores was 8 months pregnant when she received a phone call from Josefina Saldana, who offered her gifts of baby furniture and a free 1-year supply of diapers. Went to a warehouse to collect them and was killed. Saldana was caught at a hospital the day afterwards carrying a passed away fetus that she claimed to have just given birth to. Saldana unalived herself 3 days after her conviction for kidnapping and murdered. Flores and her unborn child 3 weeks before. Oh. Okay, so she did all that. She unalived herself for the kidnapping and Murderin Jean Flores for Flores and her unborn child, and 3 weeks before her sentencing to life imprisonment. What a flippin' coward. Why is this doing this? Why is it a split screen? Is it because? Ugh. Come on. Okay, really strange. Okay, just a second here. What the heck is this? Is your daughter pregnant now, Mary Jean, or you're just talking about the picture, right? Okay, now we're at the year 2000. No, okay. The year 2000, 2 years later now, from 1998, in Ravenna, Ohio. Teresa Andrews was 23 years old and pregnant when she ran into Michelle Bika. Bika was 39 years old and was pretending to be pregnant at the time, and the two exchanged addresses. Then Bika started stalking this Teresa Andrews. On October 27th, 2000, Bika invited the woman to her home, killed her, extracted the fetus she was carrying, and buried the woman in her garage. The baby survived, and Bika claimed he was her son. When Bika was being investigated by the FBI, she became fearful of punishment for her crime and unalived herself, shot herself. Parker! Parker! Okay. 2003, 3 years later, in Ravenna, Ohio. Oh, I already read that one. 2003, in Okama, Oklahoma. Carolyn Simpson was 21 years old. Hi, Henry Seeley. Yes, they're called Caesarean Kidnappings and Fetal Abductions. And, you know, it became, in 2015, these situations, these killings and abductions were becoming more on the rise in the U.S. And I was like, I'm doing a program on this. If I save one lady's life out there that's planning on getting pregnant, anything, it'll be worth it to talk about these situations, because there's crazy women out there, right, that think if they have a baby, their man will stay with them or will love them more or whatever, right? Or they can show their loving partner. Or some women, right, really do get pregnant, lose their baby, and, you know, they don't want to go through that feeling of loss. And I mean, who knows? But they're nuts. They're nuts. Period. Okay, so in Okama, Oklahoma, Carolyn Simpson was 21 years old and 6 months pregnant when she was SHOT and killed. She worked at a casino. Yeah, killed the woman, stole fetus, crazy, got pulled over with the umbilical cord shoved down her pants. Oh my God. Which one was that? I mean, maybe I'll read it. asking me for Gatorades. And I already gave him one. Okay, and if we had a ton, I'd give him another one, but we're down to one, so it's my daughter's. I mean, I need to be fair. And she's not feeling well today. I think she's kind of flu going on. Okay, so this woman, Carolyn Simpson, 21 years old, 6 months pregnant. She worked at a casino where her killer, Effie Goodson, age 37. Quite a few of these women are older. You notice that too, you guys? Electrolytes, yeah. These women that are perpetrating these crimes are like late 30s, right? Early 40s, like it's their last chance to have a baby. They know. I was 41 when I had my daughter, and I didn't know, but that was considered high risk, right? Everything was fine. And because the age thing, they wanted to do an amniocentesis on me. But 1 out of every 100 babies die. And I knew regardless whether it was possibly Down syndrome because of my age only, that I would keep the baby. So I said, no. I had one and she came out just fine. Thank God. Okay, so Effie Goodson, age 37, was a regular customer at her casino. Goodson offered to give Simpson a ride home, and Simpson was later found in a ditch 2 miles away. Abductor, the baby removed from the mother's womb, 3 months premature. Yeah, me too. I thought 40. Are you kidding? And it goes up 80%. This is what the doctor told me. Over the age of 35, there's 80% chance your baby can have Down syndrome. To me, that's pretty darn high. And not that that's the end of the world, right? I mean, we love them all the more. Okay, so keep talking. I'm almost there. Day pug. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh my God. Thanks, Sassy Mama. Thanks so much. Lord, will someone delete that guy's? Wait, I can. I'll delete his comment. Don't block him, but I'll have to block you, Day Plug or whatever, DHEPLUG, if you put up another nasty thing like that. He had water spout things and an eggplant. Keep talking. I'm almost done, or I don't know. So we all know what that's about. Leanie's in here? Hi, Leanie. Where is she? Oh, and Demetrius is too. Hi, Demetrius. MJD. Hi, everybody. I'm reading about extreme stuff, Leanie. If your kids, I can't remember if you're a grandma. I think you might be, but even if they're going to have more kids, don't ever let them just get free clothes at someone's house or even meet at a parking lot or anything. It's not worth it. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Because there's been 14 of these kinds of killings, which is insanity, and they're called Fetal Abductions / Caesarean Kidnappings. Oh, wow, okay, your 9th grandchild is on the way. Well, you know, that's good, but don't let her meet anyone online and say, oh, I got a free this or that for you, or let's have a play date. I'm pregnant too. Don't do it. It's actually was on the rise in 2015. Okay, that's only 9 years ago. Okay, Demetrius, good to see you. Okay, so the baby removed from the mother's womb 3 months premature. Okay, from this woman that worked at a casino, and this creepy lady was a regular there. The baby did not survive. When Goodson brought the fetus to the hospital, the child was pronounced, okay, I'm just going to say passed away. Sounds more calming than DEAD. And it was discovered that she was not the mother. Goodson was found unable to stand for a trial, and 3 years later was sentenced to life in prison. Good. With no parole, I gosh darn hope. A year, okay? See this? We started back in 1987 in New Mexico, 1995 in Illinois, 1996 Tuscaloosa, Alabama, 1998 Fresno, California, 2000 Ravenna, Ohio, 2003, the one I just read, in Okama, Oklahoma. And now, a year later, 2004 in Colombia. In Burado, Cundinamarca, Colombia. In April 2004, a case reported in which both the mother and the child survived. Azanet Piedrahita was extracted, the baby boy of Sol Angela Cartagena Bernal, 8 months pregnant. Reportedly, the perpetrator had limited but some medical knowledge. Piedrahita had offered Cartagena food and baby clothes before drugging her with a sleeping pill mixed into her coffee. Oofta. Oh my God! These cats. All right, that freaked me right out. I think I'm gonna put them outside the door. My iPad fell in my lap this time. Before it's on the floor, so that's a little bit of the last straw there. Come on. Come on. Come on. What are you slithering over there for? Oh my gosh, what's this slither? Look at this. Come on, you slithery butt. Oh, that's sunshine. Oh, I'm all right. I screamed because I didn't expect my iPad to fly in my face. Are you stuck? What's going on here? Are you okay? Can you breathe? Oh, gosh. Come on. There you are. You come on now, you little stinker butts. Oh, crap. I almost stepped in my coffee. Oh. All right. Come on now. Come on. Oh. Shoot. What did donate say? Message deleted by Sean B. Message deleted by Mary Jane. What did they say? Lord, or do I even want to know? Yeah, don't push them with your feet. You'll get accused of kicking cats. Yeah. Well, I just don't understand why something was brought up from 2 years ago, making it relevant today. Well, I guess I do. I mean, I love animals too, but I'm not going to be told about what someone does and then like air it over the internet. That's the only thing I don't agree with. Have your feeling about it, maybe email them, or I don't know, whatever. I guess it was put on some community post, and then maybe that's what happened at first. I'm not sure. But then the other person got mad. And so then there's a war. And it's an internet war. Hi, Jason B26. Well, it's so easy to use the internet for war. Like, when is it going to be just used for love? Do I sound like Mother Teresa? I'm Mother PCT. I'm Mother Tina. He was trolling in the chat and using full caps. Full caps are okay, right? It's just not, hi, Christy J. Hi. Okay, how did you get in? I thought you got out. Hold on. Lord have mercy. Come on now. Don't be a dinkerbots. There you go. Did you guys hear me snap my fingers like that? You do that at a young age behind their bottom or above their head, and they learn to go out. They hate that noise. It's worked for every cat I've had in the last 10 years. Hamza Mister. Hello, Mr. Hamza. Hit the like, you guys. Can I get 100 likes? Oh, otherwise it's yelling if it's caps unless they can't see well. You know, I could have cut up my my foot, stepping off a cup if it was hard enough. Hi, AK-47. Oh, no, that's not AK-47. That's A7. Greetings from India. Hello. Hi, everybody. Oops. All right. Hi, everybody. Okay, let's get back to this now. Good to see you and be here with fine folks. Thanks, Christy J. It's an extreme, all right? Extreme / depressing topic. But you know, if I can save one woman's life, it was worth it, because there's been incidences of these Caesarean kidnappings and fetal abductions since 1987. We're not talking one and 10 years later another. No. We're talking like 14, and those aren't counting the attempts, you know, where the mom survived or at least the baby survived. So now there's one. Okay. Did I finish that one? Okay, so yeah, so Piedrahita, this is in Colombia, had offered Cartagena food and baby clothes before drugging her with a sleeping pill mixed into her coffee. That's all it says about it. Now there's another one, also in 2004, in Skidmore, Missouri. Maybe you guys heard of this one. Bobby Joe Stinnett died of, you know, let's do that.
Mom, did you feed pandas?
They had their meat and dry earlier. They need to wait a little bit. They're dry.
I feel really bad for him. I almost feel like crying.
No,
He's meowing and looking up at me.
no. There was meat and dry left over throughout the day. Okay, she probably ate more today than yesterday, and
Can
she's.
you give her some food when you're done?
Well, yeah.
How much longer are you going to be on there?
I don't know. Okay, no more interruptions. This is the third one, Parker. Yeah. In Skidmore, Missouri, Bobby Joe Stinnett died at the 23 at the hands of, here we go, an older woman again, 37-year-old Lisa M. Montgomery. Okay, she was the one, was on death row, you guys, and was finally executed. And I'll read that at the end, in 2021. The two had been in contact previously. They were both rat terrier breeders in a dog show circuit. Montgomery had even emailed the victim, telling that she wished to purchase one of her dogs. Montgomery faked a pregnancy on December 16. She drove from her Kansas home to Skidmore, Missouri. After Stinnett to death, Montgomery cut open her abdomen, took her 1 month premature daughter. 1 month? What made her think she would more than a month? What? I don't get it. Wait, 1 month mature. Oh no, wait. She was 1 month premature. Okay, so she was 8 months pregnant. Okay, I wasn't thinking right. Her 8-month-old daughter out of her abdomen. An hour later, the victim's mother found her body, and less than 24 hours later, Victoria Jo Stinnett, the victim's stolen fetus, was found healthy in Malvern, Kansas. The little girl was named Victoria. Lisa Montgomery was incarcerated, and a jury subsequently sentenced Montgomery, 43, to death. Montgomery was executed by lethal injection on January 13, 2021 at the United States Penitentiary in, is it pronounced Terre Haute or Terre Haute or Haughty? I don't know. Okay, Pastel Princess, you're silly. Not gonna answer cup-sized questions. That's, we're talking about some serious sad things, and okay, Indiana. It's spelled Terre, and then Haute, Indiana. You guys don't block anyone, whatever you do. You guys are good about that. Okay, here we go. 2 years later, 2008, in Kennewick, Washington. Oh my gosh, when was I there? I lived in Kennewick when I was married to my son's dad. For a whole year, I was in Kennewick. The Tri-Cities are Pasco, Kennewick. Is it Kirkland? Thank you, Maine. Anyway, and I was there in the 90s. Okay. 1994, I think, to 1995. Okay. Kennewick, Washington. Araceli Camacho Gomez, age 27, was stabbed to death. Will somebody put trigger warning again in the audience? In the chat. By a 23-year-old. This woman's younger. Fien Chai Suna Sin Havang. Oh, God. Gomez's hands and feet were bound with yarn throughout the attack, and her fetus was cut from her womb with a box cutter. Thank you, Mary Jane. Dill Hole. Welcome, Dill Hole. Please hit the like. Although people probably don't really like this topic, you know what I mean? But knowledge is power, frankly. It is. The child survived the vicious attack. Sin Havang called the police help and attempted to pass the fetus off as her own. It quickly became apparent to authorities that she was lying and guilty of the crime. Okay, did you get in here? These cats ran in here and... Okay, Ginger, the daddy kitty's in here. I guess it's okay. The same year, Pennsylvania, 2008, in Wilkinsburg, Pennsylvania. Pregnant 18-year-old Kaya Jung was murdered during a fetal abduction by 38-year-old Andrea Curry Demas, who had previously spent 8 years in prison. Tattooed Angel is in here. Hi, Tattooed Angel. this is kind of depressing, but you know, it's serious stuff. Hi, I'm reading about fetal abductions and Caesarean kidnappings. There's been 16 since 1987, and that might not sound a lot, but in 2015 they were going up in the U.S. Yeah, and these women are nuts, right? They lose the baby they want. Yeah, and they'll do whatever it takes to get it, to keep their partner. So I think, we don't want to make the world be a paranoid place, but with the internet and people just wanting to meet random places or at people's homes for baby clothes or whatever, it's not smart. Humans are some crazy people. That's right, Dill. Okay, so this is also in 2008 in Wilkinsburg. Okay, I already read that. Okay, so the 18-year-old Aya Johnson by a 38-year-old Andrea Curry Demas. She's 8 years previously in prison for STABBING, another expectant mother, to obtain her unborn baby. This is incredible. Curry Demas had also seized a child from a hospital. Johnson's body was later found in Curry Demas's apartment. The baby survived. Wow. Quite a few of these babies I've read so far have survived, and more than likely the grandparents or maybe the father raised them. In 2009, a year later, in Worcester, is it Worcester? I think it's Worcester, Massachusetts. Julie A. Corey, 35. Murdered. Darlene Haynes, 23. See, these women are in their 30s, and so these young women in their 20s and late teens trust, right? These fake motherly figures. Okay, pregnant Heather Megan Snively, 21. Worcester. I think you're right. I mean, I lived in Waltham, but I was only there a year. Okay. Okay, so this Darlene was 23, and she extracted her fetus. The baby, Sheila Marie, survived, another baby that survived. Corey was convicted by jury and sentenced to life imprisonment in February 2014. Okay, and we have another one in 2009, Portland, Oregon. Yikes. It's like a state from where I am. Corina Elaine Roberts, 20, Murdered, pregnant Heather Megan. Okay, Oh, I was starting to read, but I didn't get the state right. Okay. Heather Snively, 21, before cutting the fetus out of Snively's uterus. Ross had been faking a pregnancy to her boyfriend and family, claiming she was expecting twins. Hi, Glitters and Gold. She posted advertisements for baby items on Craigslist. Craigslist is not safe. It never has been. And I'm just amazed that my neighbor, finds random people to buy cars from off of it. After multiple attempts to meet with other pregnant women fell through, was able to lure Snively to her Beaverton area home where she lived with her boyfriend and her 2 children. This woman had children. Wow. On June 5th, 2009. I mean, I'm just sitting here reading it and being like, oh, wow. But you put yourself in their shoes. The fear when you realize that you really shouldn't have gone to a certain place. Unless you've ever experienced that, And I have, you know. I mean, I thought I was going to a party. I met a guy at a bar. He was a little bit older than me. He was really nice. Thought I was going to a party. No, the party was me, frankly. I was the only one there. And the guy was married. When he got done with me, he didn't beat me up or anything, but when he got done with me, and I remember it was quick, it wasn't some long lasting fearful thing, everything was quick. He said, I got to get you out of here and get you home. Those thankfully ride home, but then again, yeah. He said my wife is going to be home pretty soon. It's just awful, you guys. But see, that's, you know, when you're young and you're drinking, it's easy to lose your inhibitions, sort of, not inhibitions, but trust more, because it looks like everyone's having a good time, you know, or whatever. Just stopping to say hi. You're a mess. You're so broken. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah, I peeked at Facebook, and your hair looks really pretty. The red color. I think those are recent pictures. I'm not saying that because I'm, you know, redhead. But yeah, you know, it was weird. But I was able to get a little bit of hang in there, truth seeker. Okay, just hang in there. I can't imagine. I just can't imagine. I mean, my dad's passed, but I wasn't around him a lot before he, you know, if I lived near him or in Iowa and we went to dinner, you know, I saw him after church or whatever, or in church, and then you know, when you don't see someone as much, it's almost easier, frankly, I think, for me to deal with someone's loss. But I'm really close to my mom. I really am. And I always have been. I've flown to see her in all different places she's lived through her life. She sent me many books and boxes of things, and we talk all the time on the phone, and we're very close. I just haven't seen her in unexpectedly years. And it honestly is, you guys. It's because of all the different things the C disease that went on and on and on. And her husband's cancer, you know, and then her brother's cancer, and all the treatments with that, you know, and money. You know, I didn't get a trust fund 13 years ago. I started getting it, what, I think six years ago. So none of any money. Okay, what is this? Oh, okay. Yeah, cancer runs in my family, my mom's side, and heart disease on both sides. It's scary. So you hang in there and know you're loved, and it's really nice of you to say hi, sweetie. Okay, Jacqueline. Okay, so this woman, Lourdes Snively, right, she lived with her boyfriend and 2 children. She then muered Snively in the bathroom and cut the fetus, a baby boy, out of Snively's uterus. After covering Snively's body in pit and hiding it in a crawl space beneath the house. Oh, I forgot about that. I did. I forgot what she passed away from. Okay, so after she put her in a carpet, put her in a cross beneath the house, Roberts called her boyfriend, Don Shubin, claiming she needed help delivering her baby. Are you kidding me? He came home to find Roberts in the bathtub with the water running, crying uncontrollably and holding the baby boy who was not breathing. Wow. Paramedics took Roberts and the baby to the hospital, where doctors determined that Roberts had not given birth. Hospital staff called police, who arrested Roberts and located Snively's body in Roberts' home that night. The baby boy could not be revived and was pronounced passed away at the hospital. An autopsy showed that Snively suffered between 15 and 30 blows, mostly to the back of her head. as well as multiple cuts to her. I'm probably going to have gosh darn nightmares tonight. As well as multiple cuts to her right breast and abdomen and bite marks on her right arm. The medical examiner was able to determine that while the head injuries likely knocked Snively unconscious, it was the abdominal incisions that killed her. This Beckett case, Roberts pleaded guilty to one count of aggravated murder and agreed to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Yeah, watch something happy or funny. Yeah. Because, like, if I mention something quickly, it's one thing. But reading and talking about it and this kind of thing, like, you know, it gets more stuck in the brain. Okay, that was in 2009. Here we are, two years later, not 5, not 10, right? In Bowling Green, Kentucky. Okay, and I have a picture of this woman on where I have some pictures of her. I don't think she's in court. That's a different one. 33-year-old Kathy Michelle Coy lured 21-year-old Jamie Stice to a dirt road, pewed her with a stun gun, oofta, before slashing her throat, wrists, and abdomen, leaving Stice to bleed to death while Coy cut out her baby boy. Isaiah Reynolds. Coy initially claimed she birthed to the baby 5 weeks premature, but doctors determined that the baby wasn't hers. Police found that Coy was friends on Facebook. Facebook! It's dangerous. I don't care what it says. It just is. I mean, if you keep it to friends, right? Then you've got all these people you don't know that are friends of a friend. This is what I've learned because I've only been on it for a year and I'm not even more. I don't have time. Oh, why don't you befriend this person? Well, what if your friend thinks they know them really well and they don't? You know, I don't know. Okay. So she was friends on Facebook with Stice and another pregnant woman. The other woman was unharmed, but police grew suspicious when they couldn't find Stice. After intense questioning, Coy, this woman, led police to Stice's body. Coy was charged with MURDER and kidnapping of a minor, pleading guilty but mentally ill to avoid the death penalty. Okay, but a minor? She was 21. I mean, it's not like that big of a deal, but she was 21. Michelle Coy lured 21-year-old Jamie Stice. Well, whatever. Okay, in March 2012, she was sentenced to life. Same year, 2011, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 33-year-old Annette Morales Rodriguez kidnapped 23-year-old Martiza Ramirez Cruz, beat her to death, cut her fetus out of the womb. Ramirez Cruz was 40 weeks pregnant, and the fetus was just days away from being due. According to a criminal complaint, Morales Rodriguez called police hours later. Tina, I was just scrolling through lives and stumbled upon this. I'm your latest subscriber now. Thank you. That's really sweet. Thanks so much. And also, you know, I mean, it's really kind of a depressing topic. You look at some of my other lives, you know, I talk about domestic violence and the control wheel because I took a class. No, I didn't even take a class. It was weeks and weeks of talking about it and learning about, you know, boundaries and marital RAPE and all of that. And codependency compared to interdependency, things like that. I've talked about a lot of mental health challenges and what they mean and the different intense words with it. And then, of course, you know, weird serial killers from all over the world and all that. And some things mainstream. But I like to be different. I always have from day one, and be spontaneous. I never know when I'm going live. I never know what the topic's going to be. Like, I really don't. Um, but I've never read this stuff before. Okay, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Oh, I already read all that. Ramirez was 40 weeks pregnant. Fetus was just days away from being due. According to a criminal complaint, Morales Rodriguez called police hours later to report that she'd just given birth shower and the baby wasn't breathing. The fetus was pronounced passed away, and an autopsy determined the baby did not belong to Morales Rodriguez. She was convicted of first-degree MURDER and sentenced to mandatory life imprisonment on September 19, 2012. The same year. This is why I'm doing it. How can I not? How? I just was maybe 5 at the most. No, 16. And I hope to God there aren't any more. But women need to be aware of who they're befriending and whatnot, especially with all this internet that we have now available to us, and just grooming and luring and talking and befriending, and then boom, oh really? And a lot of these women say to the woman so they can befriend them, they're pregnant too, and they're not, or maybe they are and they lost the baby. It's sick. It's really sick. Like, really scary. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I already did that one. In Oakdale, Louisiana, 32-year-old Pamela Causey Frigia killed pregnant 22-year-old Victoria Marie Perez with blunt force trauma. Causey tried to convince her husband, who was leaving her, that she was pregnant, despite her family believing she had a hysterectomy. She burned the body and buried it on her property. Causey's young children witnessed the MURDER. So this woman in Louisiana, 32-year-old Pamela Causey Frigia, had children, and they witnessed the MURDER and alerted the police in 2015. Okay, so this happened in 2011, and waited. They were probably scared. Alerted the police 3 years later. No, 4 years later, in 2015. In March 2018, Causey pled guilty to MURDER, was sentenced to life in prison. 2 years later, 2013, in Mogale City, South Africa. January 2013, Loretta Cook extracted the fetus of Valencia Behrens. The mother passed away. The fetus survived. Again that same year in South Africa, this time in Johannesburg, South Africa. Zandile Makana extracted Pretty Tisanga's fetus. The baby's name was Pretty. Isn't that cute? Pretty. Hi, what's your name? Pretty? Neither the mother nor her fetus survived. Oh my gosh, you guys. In 2013. Okay, I mean, so it's all over the world. Here we go. 2 years later, Longmont, Colorado, 2015. 34-year-old Danelle Lane posted a Craigslist ad advertising free maternity clothes when the 7 months pregnant 26-year-old Michelle Wilkins responded to the ad. Yeah, I knew he was from Africa, but I did not know where. Yeah. She responded to the ad. Lane broke a lava lamp over her head and STABBED'd her in the neck with glass from the broken lamp before removing the fetus from her body. According to police reports, Lane's husband got home and she claimed to have had a miscarriage. Her husband found the baby in the bathtub, rolled her over, and saw her gasping for air. He then took both Lane and the baby to the hospital. The baby was actually passed away or died within minutes. Oh, God, you guys. Wilkins survived the attack. Just imagining that baby in the bathtub gasping for air. I just. Wilkins survived the attack. Oh. The woman survived the attack? Okay, I didn't expect to read that. She gets hit over the head with glass. The fetus removed. She survives the attack, and while in Lane's basement, she was able to lock the door and call 911 and get medical assistance. That is amazing. Think about that. She had enough strength and what's the word? With for all? With for all? I don't know what I'm trying to say, but anyway, to be smart and lock the door down there. Oh, man. On April 29, 2016, Lane was sentenced to 100 years imprisonment. True dat. Yeah. According to Colorado law, no homicide charge was brought as the mother survived. What? That is just freaking ridiculous. And the neonate was found to have been not viable. What? Her baby dies and I just don't get it. Wilkins named the child a girl, Aurora, right? In Aurora, Colorado, you guys. And was reunited with her in the hospital, though the reunification took place after Aurora had been pronounced passed away. Yeah, coming from so-called friends or family. But that's what I mean. At least don't just meet someone random why take risk? Like, I know we all want friends, we all want help, we all want maybe something free, right? You know, I don't know, whatever, especially if maybe you're poor or whatever, but it's just not worth it. I don't think it is. I mean, you can't even invite them to your own house, especially if you're there alone. If your husband's there, you're safe, but if the person has a pew, then you're not, you know, unless you're ready on guard with your pew. The September 14, 2015 episode of the Dr. Phil interview of Wilkins tells her story. Okay, same year, you guys, 2015, Bronx, New York City, Angelique Sutton, 22, who was almost 9 months pregnant, was killed by Ashley Wade, 22. Same age. Sutton was stabbed to death in her Wakefield after having her throat, you know what? Wade, who was a childhood friend of Sutton, then used paring scissors to cut out the baby girl. Genesis, spelled Jenasis, Sutton, who survived, passed her off as her own daughter. Wade was charged with second degree. Why second degree? That doesn't make sense. And manslaughter. On November 16, 2017, she was sentenced to 40 years. 40 years. That's crazy to me. Do they let a heinous act like that, if you have good behavior, get half the time? Or if it's heinous enough, hopefully they have to do 40 years. But not enough. She should have gotten life, right, you guys? 2 more years later, 2017, Fargo, North Dakota, William Hohen, 32 years old, and Brooke Cruz, 38, were charged on August 28, 2017 with conspiring. Okay, thank you, A7. Kidnap and MURDER pregnant Savannah Graywine, 22, and to kidnap her baby. Graywine's body was found in the river 8 days after she disappeared. Oh, it does. It depends on the parole board. On August 19, she appeared. The newborn named Hazley. Oh, that's so cute. Hazley. Haisley. Hazley Joe. J-O. Hazley Joe. Survived. Cruz, Brooke Cruz pled guilty and said Gray Wind was still alive. Oh, God, you guys, when she performed the cesarean on her. Okay, that was Fargo, North Dakota. 2 years later, 2019. Another one. A 9-month pregnant 19-year-old woman, Marlon Ochoa Lopez. I have pictures of the mother and the despicable daughter. Both of them are despicable. That did this to this woman. I have pictures. Alternately referred to by her maiden name, Ochoa Uriostegui, in some reporting, was lured to a house in the Scottsdale neighborhood of Chicago with a promise of free baby clothes on April 20th. Every 2 years, apparently. Yeah, well, I mean, these aren't counting the attempts, right? The attempts. Golly. And in the beginning, it was every year. When I was reading, it was 87, and then it was, well, it wasn't 88, but it was later on. A little bit later on. Okay, with the promise of free baby clothes on April 23rd, and then strangled. Police believe that the baby was forcibly removed following that MURDR, and a 46-year-old woman living at the residence subsequently called emergency services and stated that she had just given birth to the infant. The baby boy was stated to be in critical condition then. The deceased mom's body was found on the property on May 15. The boy, named Giovanni Lopez, passed away several weeks later from brain damage. 46-year-old Clarissa Figueroa and her daughter, 29-year-old Desiree Figueroa, were charged with first-degree MURDER, among other counts. Clarissa's husband was charged with associated crimes. On April 16, 2024, this Clarissa was given a 50-year prison sentence. And on May 29 of the same, her daughter received a 30-year prison sentence after pleading guilty to the charges in January. Wow. Okay, I mean, that's this year. I haven't seen it on the news or anything. Then a year later, 2020, on August 28, 24-year-old Flavia Godino Mafra was 8 months and 2 weeks. She was lured to a fake baby shower in Sao João Batista, Santa Catarina, Brazil. She was later found passed away due to cuts from her abdomen due to her baby being removed and from being struck with a brick. A 26-year-old suspect was arrested in connection with the MURDER. The woman told police that she had suffered a 3-month miscarriage in January, but continued lying to everyone about still being pregnant. The baby survived the incident. The same year, 21-year-old Reagan Hancock, who was 8 months pregnant, was killed on October 9, New Boston, Texas. Her baby was cut from her body by 29-year-old Taylor Parker. I have some pictures of that woman. The baby girl, Braxlyn, another really cute name, I think. I've never heard it before. Braxlynn. Braxlyn Sage Simmons did not survive. Parker, who claimed to only know Hancock by her first name, had been the photographer. Are you kidding? At Hancock's wedding the year before? And has spent time with Hancock the week of the MURDER, going out for a girls' day, and visited Hancock and her husband's home the night before, telling them she was induced the following day.
the day the MURDERSs occurred? Oh my gosh. Okay, how do what? You can't your wedding day photographer now? She was convicted of Hancock's. Oh wait. Parker later arrested in Oklahoma. It is sick. Connection with the case. She was later arrested in Oklahoma. She was convicted. Okay, so this happened in Boston, Texas. She was arrested later on in Oklahoma. She was convicted of Hancock's MUDER in October 2022. She was sentenced to death 2 years ago in November 2022. Good. Okay, 2 years later, 2022. Almost done reading these now. There's one more 7 years later. 2020, 33-year-old Ashley Bush, who was 31 weeks pregnant, was killed between October 31st and November 2nd in Jane, Missouri. Kidnapped by a married couple, Amber and Jamie Waterman, both 42, after Amber contacted Bush online under a name and offered her baby clothes. God, you guys, it's so bad. I mean, like I said, if I was online and all happy-go-lucky and trusting, and I was a lot more trusting of people and situations, everything. It's something that possibly, I could have fallen for too. Oh, come on. Okay. A fake name and offered her baby clothes. The couple picked Bush up in Siloam Springs, Arkansas, and brought her to their home where Bush was shot and had her unborn baby. Valkyrie Grace was cut out of her abdomen by Amber. The baby did not survive, and both bodies were separately dumped near Pineville. The Watermans were arrested on November 3rd, and in July 2023, Amber was charged with kidnapping and MURDER, while Jamie was charged with being an accessory, her husband, they were married, with being an accessory after the fact, kidnapping resulting in death. Okay, you guys, that's 2020. That's only 2 years ago. And here's one fetal abduction attempt that I was able to find. I'm sure there's more. In Washington, D.C., in December 2009, Tika, 29 years old, homeless and 9 months pregnant, was abducted by an acquaintance, Veronica Daramus, age 40. Daramus enlisted the help of her 17-year-old son. What a sick bitch. To tie up Adams and hold her captive for 4 days. During those 4 days, Daramus unsuccessfully, this was unsuccessful, for 4 days, this woman unsuccessfully attempted to extract the fetus. Adams, she was able to escape, barely clinging to life and severely injured. A neighbor called 911 and both Adams and her fetus survived. The cesarean was completed at a hospital and the baby was named Miracle. Very, very fitting. In November 2010, Veronica Daramus was sentenced to 25 years imprisonment, 25 years on a plea bargain for first-degree assault. Okay, that's messed up, Washington, D.C. It just is. Oh, Lord, you guys, I don't know. I've been at this now for 1 hour and 5 minutes, and what I'm going is show those real quick. Okay, I'm going to show this one. This NBC News. Can somebody put the video disclaimer, copyright thing in again for me, please? Thank you much. I'm so lucky to have people here, what if I didn't have anybody? I was just sitting here talking to myself. 12 people are watching. That's nice. Please hit the like, which means, it doesn't mean you necessarily like the video, but like it because I'm willing to talk about something so heinous that maybe someone will cross this and go, hey, I'm not going to meet that person for baby clothes after all. You know what I mean? Hi, Ray Jones, MGA. Okay. Let me mute this in case a commercial comes on.
I feel like now we can just start trying to heal. We don't have this over our heads. We know where she's going to be, we know where she's at, and she's taken care of.
Relief after a 2-month trial for Hancock's family and a chance for Jessica Brooks to address her daughter's killer.
I wanted to be sure my point got across, and I feel like it did. I wanted to be for our family and, let her know what we all felt. Just how terrible what she's done to our family.
Taylor Parker beat and slashed 20-year-old Reagan Hancock in October of 2020 and cut her unborn baby Braxton Sage from her body. The baby later died. The verdict came in less than 90 minutes, and what the prosecutor says is a testament to the strength of the case.
They went through the evidence and the law and felt that they had plenty of information to make that decision. So I'm very thankful that they saw the evidence the way that the state did.
Parker's attorney says the system and Parker's family let her down.
Obviously respect the jury's verdict. This was a tough, lengthy case, factually and emotionally, for everybody involved. So obviously we're disappointed with the outcome, but Taylor will have an automatic appeal to the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals, and see where it goes from there.
Parker was handcuffed
Oh,
immediately
you
after
big
sentencing
baby.
and removed from the courtroom as soon as the victim's
Big
family
baby.
finished their
I'd like
impact
to
statements.
punch
She was
her,
on her
and
way to
I'm
death
not
row
even
in Gainesville,
violent like
Texas,
that.
within hours.
I think she has been very difficult for the jail staff here in Bowie County. I think obviously the experts would even agree that she just creates chaos where she goes. And I absolutely think that she got the punishment that she deserved today.
No one from Parker's family was in the courtroom for her sentencing. In New Boston, Donald Britton, NBC6 News.
What brave parents. But, you guys, Texas woman was sentenced to death for killing woman to take the unborn baby. Taylor Parker, 29, was convicted last month of capital MURDER in the 2020 slaying of Reagan Simmons Hancock, 21. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Where? Here's the Colorado woman accused of cutting an unborn baby from a mother's womb. Okay? And this is the news. So here we go. Well, let me make sure no. Wow, you guys, this woman forgives the woman who cut unborn baby from her womb. Okay, this is the attempted MURDER. Holy moly. What? Unable to load the video? What a bummer. Okay, I wanted to okay, well, we're not going to see that one. I will show you a picture though. There she is. She's the woman that survived her attack. And then it says that. Oh, is it playing? No. All right. I only have a couple more. Oh, here's NBC News. Here's this woman. Where is she? Good grief. Let's listen to this. Yikes. Okay. That's a scary look. I am sorry to say, but it's okay. She is the 21-year-old newcomer to Oregon, was found past dead in a crawl space, okay? This woman is 26. Crazy eyes, that's for sure. Mrs. Potato Head, yeah. Okay, see, I read about that one, which, is it just a picture? Her name's Elaine Roberts, shown in this booking photo, is charged with MURDER, the Heather M. Snively's death. Outrageous. CBS News. This is the Desiree Figueroa one, okay?
pregnant woman will plead guilty and will also testify against her own mother at her upcoming under a plea deal reached today. Desiree Figueroa agreed to 30 years in prison, and she will take the stand against Clarissa Figueroa, who also faces charges in the case. They're both accused of killing 19-year-old Marlene Ochoa Lopez back in March 2019. Prosecutors say Clarissa lured the victim to their home by promising to give her baby clothes and then cut the baby out of her womb with a butcher. Baby later died. Desiree is accused of helping bury Ochoa's body. Her boyfriend pled guilty and served time for helping cover up that crime.
Golly, you guys. Okay. I think I only have one more little thing to show. Let me check. End my live. Prayers for all of these families. May all the victims rest in peace. And may we all be more cautious with the internet and who we trust. Period. Ah, shoot. Damn it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. For sure, Mary Jane. So right here, in October 2022, paper published in Minerva Forensic Medicine referenced 8 reported cases in South Africa, Colombia, Hong Kong, Brazil, and Mexico. All over, you guys. Okay, this woman that studies, I'm just going to end with this. The forensic psychologist Teresa Porter, an expert on female violence and co-author of Female, Aggression, believes that motive behind fetal abduction goes far beyond the desire for a baby. Okay? Let's change the color up a little bit. This is not the maternal urge amok, she told The Guardian in 2015, pointing to narcissism and grandiose delusions as an explanation for the crimes. No evidence they bond with the babies they snatch. These women are often extreme con artists. They are psychologically impaired, but the majority are not psychotic. Burgess, the author of A Killer by Design, MURDERS's Mind Hunters, and My Quest to Decipher the Criminal Mind, tells A&E True Crime she agrees that motivation stems from narcissism and points to only one case in the 21 U.S. cases where a defendant was determined to have had a psychotic break. Okay, so there were not 16 cases, you guys. By now there's 21. Warning signs of a fetal abductor. Dr. Gary Brucato, a clinical psychologist specializing in psychotic illness and violence, and co-author of The New Evil, Understanding the Emergence of Modern Violent Crime, calls fetal abduction an elimination crime. Offenders view a pregnant person as a chess piece to be knocked out. There's a lack of empathy. Brucato also likens the crime to women who unalive their own children because they like tension that comes with that loss. Fetal abductors are quite similar to that subtype of serial killer, as they are hooked on the attention associated with pregnancy, he says. Warning signs of fetal abduction could be an over-interest in others' pregnancies and a reputation as a pathological liar. Okay. Another commonality among fetal abductors, Brucato says, is exhibiting a personality disorder, though they may have differences. While victims can be known or unknown to their killer before the crime, a fetal abductor will often utilize confidence-style tricks to persuade their victims. Okay? Some of those tricks are easier to play than used to be, thanks to social media, where future perpetrators can track potential victims, pregnancies, and reach out to them. It heightens the opportunity for offenders to find victims. Okay, you guys. Who's watching from the bushes? You are, Mary Jane? Okay, so, yeah. If you're pregnant, don't get all excited and announce it all over Facebook and show your belly and do all that. Show the house you live in. I don't understand why people show their children on Facebook. Well, I showed my son playing the drums, and he's walked by a few times, out in the living room, but I've never shown my daughter. She's smart. She doesn't want to be seen. She doesn't want people to see her, She's beautiful. She's tall, few little freckles, green eyes, curls, brown curls, to about here. Like, she is nearly. Actually, guy that I shouldn't have gotten so involved, but is like really turned on, saying he wanted a baby, says Melody Seeger. Wow. See, I'm glad you guys are commenting and caring. You're commenting and you're taking this stuff to heart, because this is, and I was like so turned off, like actually took a little pill like 3 days later, 2 days later, because I was thinking, what if he was serious? Wow. Yeah. Now, the 22-year-old Angelique Sutton, who was MURDERED'd in New York in 2015 by her childhood friend, Ashley Wade. Like I said, the two had recently reconnected on Facebook over their pregnancies. Okay, see, she knew her before, and they reconnected. Even a neighbor who was an OBGYN nurse, that she was pregnant using a sonogram that she likely downloaded from the internet. Okay, and this Wade lady had allegedly suffered a hysterical pregnancy. She had a hysterectomy thing. A false pregnancy that may actually, oh no, that's Hysterical, hysterical pregnancy. Or is it pronounced like hysterectomy? Hysterical, it's probably how it's pronounced. It's a false pregnancy. They may actually appear with symptoms associated with pregnancy, but believe she lost her baby. How weird. After removing this this woman's baby from the womb, she told authorities holding her felt right, and I believe that the little girl was mine. How freaking sick. The girl named Genesis survived the cesarean section, but she was arrested, found guilty of murder and kidnapping in 2017, and sentenced to not only 40 years to life. Thank God. Okay, so be careful, folks. Just be careful. No one ever told me about this stuff, but then again, I wasn't on the internet, and I don't know, maybe people didn't hear about it quite as much. Let me see if I want to show. And this was, she's no longer alive. Lisa Montgomery spent years on death row rebuilding her life. Well, whatever. That's her. The one that got lethal injection. Was it in 2024, you guys. She got lethal injection. She killed Bobby Jo Stinnett, cutting the fetus from her body, claiming the live baby as her own. Yep. And people tried to save her life because she went through all these mental situations, whatever. Was abused horribly when she was younger. But, you know, I just don't care. Apparently, this woman, Montgomery, was born with brain damage because of her mother's alcohol use through pregnancy. She was frequently beaten as a child. I mean, all of that's bad to me. But these crimes are just horrible, horrible. All right, you guys. Can we all head over to According to Leanie? Watch According to Leanie live in 30 minutes, and that was 7 minutes ago. So in 23 minutes, mama and son on the road together doing something. So she's going to be with her son, I guess. And they're on the road. And it's according, ACCORDING, to Leanie, spelled LENE. Type it into YouTube. She's a laid back, real good friend of mine, you guys. Let's help her get up to her goal of 1,000. She's been busting her butt for months, doing lives, sometimes really long lives. Yeah, she comes on at different hours. Oh, good. Thanks, Mary Jane. And my friend Demetrius, DC channel. Please sub up to him. He's in a nursing home, and he's trying to stay busy and get his channel going. And I'm not sure how many subs he has right now. I think 100. So if we could help him, you know, just sub up to some of these people, even if you don't have time, right? to watch them. It helps get their name out. Thank you. Is that Demetrius's, Mary Jane? I'm assuming so. YouTube.com. Yeah, that is Demetrius's. So please sub to those two people. And another one, my friend Ruth Seeker. Her real name is Jacqueline. She's a real sweet lady in Ohio. And her father just passed away. It's not working. Which one? Let Mary Jane know. It should. Let's see, I wrote it down. Is it capital D, capital C channel? Are you watching on a vertical screen? Oh, you're asking Dill? Because I'm writing them down. Oh. I'll stay on a while, so can you just hit on it, Dill? If you look on another device, links will work. Yeah, vertical. Are you able to hit on it while we're live? Because I'm going to end my live here pretty soon. What happens if you just hit on it on this thing? Man, I just feel like crying now. I just feel down. Those women and those babies, you guys, so many passed away. It's just fucking sucks. Use my language. It makes it worse. See, I can't even talk. Worse when you're an empath. I definitely am. I pick up slugs off the flippin' sidewalk, you guys. I do. When it's raining, out rampant. And when they're right in the middle, they can get run over by bikes and everything. You know? It's just not good. Okay. Was he able to get the link? It's DC channel, but you know, I typed in capital D, capital C channel, and I couldn't get it either. So that link, they will work on my tablet, but if I'm watching the vertical lives on my phone, they don't work, says Mary Jane. Okay. You're writing them down. https://youtube.com @user-wb2kw 5 small TS6Y and a question mark even? Wow. Okay, I'm gonna go, you guys. Leanie should be starting in 19 minutes. So we'll over and say hi. It's past dinner time here, but again, we had a late lunch. Well, it's 20 to 8, so we'll have a little bit of a late dinner. Gotta make some dinner. And I will see you. I should see you tomorrow night. Okay, you guys? PCT is extreme. Life's not complete without question marks. I wrote them down. Gonna figure it out. Thank you, Dill. Thank you so much. They're friends of mine. You know, I got a little head start thing being over on Dolly Vision, right? And some turtles over there that appreciated me and believed in me and believed my truth. You know what I mean? Of the whole Dolly Vision thing. Came over here and Flash. Hi, dear. DEER. And still support to this day. So it's really nice. And oh, I'm fine. I just finished my live, and it's according to Lenio on live, it's been an hour and 36 minutes long. Supersonic 1. Hello, Madame or Madam. Is it Madame or Madam? I guess it can be either one. But you know, I mean, the top, very informative, but fetal abductions / Caesar, I said it again. You know why? Scribbled the word Caesar right here, and Caesarean, the second part of the word is below it. Caesarean kidnappings. I don't want to say it's rampant, but it happens more than we even know. All over the world, and worse in the US, you guys, and other countries. I read that somewhere too. So I researched this, I put together, you know, a little bit of the videos, whatever, and thank you everyone for being here. Please hit the like if you can help me get to 100 likes. I haven't had that in a while. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the new subs. Honestly, like all over the world, because I have people telling me, thanks so much, thank you, that they're going to sub up, and then they do. So, it's an extreme topic, but it's an important one, frankly, I think. I love you guys. PCT Extreme is out for now. Stay safe. Don't trust random people on the internet or not on the internet, or someone you might meet at the bus stop if you're pregnant. Anything. I mean, think about it. You could be at a bus stop or walking on the sidewalk, and someone might say, oh, how far along are you? And then they could lie and say, oh, I'm pregnant too, but I'm as far along as you. Here's my number. I've already had kids. I saved the baby clothes. Who knows, right? Like, don't do it. Okay. Love you guys. Thank you, mods. Thank you. Thank you so much, friends, mods, everybody. Love you.